Hey, what's up, movie fans? I am here with a review of Happytime Murders. Todd Berger wrote the screenplay, and Brian Henson is directing this film. Brian Henson being the son of Jim Henson, who you know from classic Muppet films, who basically put puppetry on the map. Melissa McCarthy and Phil Phillips, portrayed by Bill Beretta, are two former partners who have gone through the motions and they are no longer friends. Phil Phillips is a private dick, down and out from being the first ever puppet on the police force. What happened? Without going into too much detail, because you learn midway through what happened earlier, it's an interesting dynamic. Did I mention he's a puppet? This is a crime caper like you'd see a film noir that you would see for years and years and years in cinema that we don't see too much of anymore. But they add a little bit something else we don't see too much in cinema. Puppets. This is a dark black comedy that takes itself very seriously and at the same time doesn't. It's very refreshing. I didn't know what to go in expecting. I watched the preview numerous times, the Red Band trailer, and I cracked up a bunch. There are so many weird, funny things in this movie, from puppets that snort puppet drugs, to women that want to be with puppets, to puppets that want to be with women, to men. I mean, it's funny. There are quite a bit of jokes in this movie. Not too many fall flat. I would say it's a pretty high success rate. It is kind of a formulaic idea if you've watched a lot of film noir films, which I used to do a lot, but it's a callback because we don't see them too much. But there's some interesting twists and turns that made me laugh, made me intrigued, and kept me going throughout the whole film. Melissa McCarthy is very funny. She does a very good job in this movie as this great cop. I mean, maybe that might be a little bit unexpected to some people, but she is pretty good. Phil Phillips, I looked into it. The guy who played him is Bill Beretta, and he has been a puppeteer for years and years and years, and he has a great, stellar voice for being this detective who is trying his best to solve the case. There's murders in this Happy Time TV series cast, and he's got to solve it before the next one dies. It's a simple idea, but it's very cool, and it's just refreshing and nostalgic at the same time. That's all I can say. Very, very R-rated movie. It is amazing to see an R-rated movie. It is amazing to see an R-rated comedy, and I mean, an R-rated puppet movie that's great. Come on. Love it. It's like a 1 in a million thing. So I give it a thumbs up. If you like funny movies, if you want humor, check it out. I could tell there were people behind me, or to the sides of me rather, that were very unexpected. I didn't know what to expect in this movie, because after when the